Welcome to day three. It's already been past half of the day, but welcome to day three of Ignite 2019. This is basically a resume of the last years that I've been working, migrating some workloads to Azure, in this case, particularly with VMware. And this basically, it's the notes from the field. So it's what I capture from the last years doing this. So my name is Marcos Nogueira. I'm a Canadian MVP. I'm working on this for several years. You have my contacts there, so if you need to reach me or any other questions, please feel free to just do that. Basically, when we talk to migrating to Azure, you'll probably see already this slide. We have three steps. The assessment that we need to do on the discovery, the migration process, and the part of the optimize and, of course, then secure your environment and manage your environment. My lessons learned over here, it's basically on the two first ones, okay? So regarding the assessment, there are different tools. This has been an evolving of the Azure Migrate. I will talking about mainly that because a lot of my customers, they prefer to using that tools. There are other great tools on the market, as you probably know, but I will focus on those that this is the experience that I have, and those are the native tools from Azure. So basically, Azure Migrate allows you to discover right now at the current version to discover, assess, and migrate. So if you are already familiar with Azure Migrate, there are basically, could be two versions that you can have right now. Since July 2020, this July, you have the current version and you have the previous version. I will explain this on the next slide. But this is what Azure Migrate does. So basically discover, basically do the assessment, and now it migrates, okay? So with all of that, this is basically the capture of the difference of what is Azure Migrate since July. So we have the migration and the orchestration of the assessments that is really keen for this. So we discover all the workloads of the VMware workloads, and then we do the assessment or what you really need. And then you have two options right now to do the migration. Either agentless or agent-based. On the previous version, Azure Migrate was only working for the discovery and assessment. So you could not migrate. You will use ASR at that time to migrate those workloads. And ASR, in this case, it's the agent base. So ASR at this present moment, it's not being used. The technology behind it's ASR, but it's not being used to migrate. Everything right now is Azure Migrate. Okay? So here comes the lessons, or here comes what I found on the field. Preparing your assessment. So this is the first thing. So when we create the project inside of the Azure Migrate, you need to download your appliance, right? So a lot of things starts with permissions. Could be basic for you guys, but we have permissions. So depending on the migration methodology that we are using, either agentless or agent-based, there are different permissions that you need to be set, okay? So one needs contributor or owner, in this case on your subscription level. The other one just needs the permission just to create the project and then needs read access or administrative access, for example, okay? So be sure that you cover that. The other thing is, there is a limit of 35,000 workloads that, in this case, Azure Migrate can discover. If you have more than that on your environment, then the suggestion is to use another Azure Migrate project. There are different things. If you are moving from on-prem to Azure, and you are bringing some workloads that they are on the dev test scenario or on your prod environment, and you have different subscriptions, then you need to register another appliance for each one subscription. Okay? So a lot of those things needs to be kept in mind. Okay? Other things that you need is firewall rules. This sounds kind basic, but a lot of the things is we have our environment on-prem tied up. There are a lot of firewall rules because guess what? We are migrating from on-prem to the cloud. So we need those firewalls. We need the internet connectivity and especially the rules to just connect to the service. Okay? Other thing that I use that there is a lot of difference is the VM spec, or in this case, the appliance spec. If you are using agentless, it's basically a 12 gig appliance, not that big. But if you are using agent-based, we're talking about 1.2 terabytes. So basically, it comes with 2 disks of 600 gigs, and that's where it does all the conversion and sends to the cloud. So I've been on situations that we are downloading all of that, and we have to download that OVF, and then when we're importing, we need 1.2 terabytes. So you need that space on your storage, okay? Just keep in mind all of that. And one of the secrets over here, one of the nuggets that I have for you guys is if you give more specs that is already coming on the website, you are accelerating your performance. So usually what I found is this is like an 8-core processor, that 8 CPU, 16 gigs. So if you bump it up, especially the memory and especially the CPU, you will see that the migration, it will go a little bit faster because the conversion will be faster as well. Okay? Another thing that happens to me already is time sync. So time sync, you need to make sure that your appliance, okay, is sync with internet to just not having to just the discovery process work properly. And it's kind of basic, but sometimes in our environments, we have our VMware environment that it's not time sync with the internet one. We have our own. And sometimes that discrepancy may not have the accuracy that we want regarding discovery. And that's, again, something that I found on the field. Another one, pretty basic, is connectivity to the internet. So we are migrating to Azure, so we need, this is a public service, so it's a public IP that we are going. We need to do that. You don't need, if you are using, in this case, express routes, and you are using the public interface of the express route to just communicate through there. So you need to make sure. Another thing is, pretty basic again, is this is, the appliance is nothing more than a Windows Server 2016. So even if it's coming from Microsoft, even if you download it right now, probably they already packaged that OVF, that appliance, a few months ago. So update those. You will see that a lot of updates is coming on your appliance. So usually when I import the OVF into my VMware environment, what I'm doing is I'm just going there and update. And again, this is a non-domain machine. So it will probably not see your either SCCM or your patch management. So usually the internet connectivity is good to just grab all the patches for this VM. And again, do not update this to the domain. Let's keep it this way. It's way more secure to just keep it as a workstation, in this case, not as a domain join. Okay? And finally, one of the things that I discovered is if you're going on an agentless, okay, the virtual disk development kit, it's required for the 6.7, for example, is one of the requirements. It's what you use to just basically extract all the content and what you use to just convert the disks. This is something that is important, and again, I found that sometimes it's not available. All of these things, it's what I like to be prepared with. So when I come into an organization that we are doing this, I just send these prerequisites ahead, and everything is checked out. When you're doing this, you are not wasting time, and you are not going on the trial error. Okay? So moving on, now that we already covered the part of the access, we are just basically going to the migrate. So the migration portion, usually you have four ways. You have the rehost on the lift and shift, that usually it's the most common one. You have the refactor. So basically you have, for example, a 2008 server and you want to update to 2012. So you are refactoring all of that. You have the re-architect. So basically, imagine that you have a web application with a SQL server, and now you want to use a SQL as a service on Azure, so you are re-architecting your application. Or in this case, to rebuild it. So your application is 2003 or less, in this case, and that's not possible to run on Azure. You need to basically rebuild the entire application to do that. All of those four methods is been using. Right now, what I will cover in this case is the rehosting, the lift and shift. Okay? There is a lot of presentations going on right now, and a lot of buzz of the lift and shift that sometimes if you have something on already on on-prem, you're moving to the cloud, that depends on your architecture. So basically, if you are not familiar, how Azure Migrate works. So you have all your workloads on VMware, right? So you have basically you just download the first step and configure the appliance, like we discussed. Then the appliance is registered in Azure. Then what you're doing, you start the discovery. So that's the first process. You start the discovery of all of your environment. After that, you use that raw metadata to just send to Azure. You do the assessment, okay? And then you have to create the assessment, and then from the assessment, you get all of that information. So you can use the assessment, even all of this is what's been using for the migration process as well, okay? So it's exactly the same process. You don't need to do it. Talking about the migration options, agentless and agent-based. So regarding agentless, you have two appliances. One appliance for the Azure Migrate agentless, and another appliance for the agent-based. So you need to decide before you going on this, which methodology you want to do. So I have a link over here, probably on the next slides, that is pointing to the Azure Migrate documentation page. So just double check if what is the requirements, but I will cover a little bit more on that. So one of the things that you need to make sure is on your VMware environment, the disk size. So the OS disk is about the same, so you have the limits of 2 terabytes, okay? Although on agentless, you have a data disk of 4 terabytes, okay? And that is one of the big differences from the agentless to agent-based. The other one is this only allows a maximum of 60 disks, okay? So all of this is available, again, on the Microsoft documentation. On agentless, you can do up to 100 VMs simultaneously, okay? And although I recommend, from my experience, to do a batch of 50, okay? That is the numbers that Microsoft allows, but I recommend to do a bunch of 50. That is where I found, just migrating a couple of thousands VMs, that it's my sweet spot, okay? It's what I recommend. Another thing is the compatible with ASR. So if you already have ASR, okay, already on those VMs, in this case, is compatible to having ASR when you're moving to Azure. Okay? So you can still have the ASR, enable it to just move it. Although there are some catches. UEFI boot is not supported. Okay? So you need to make sure that your VM it's not on that bootstrap. And then the pass-through disks, it's not supported either. Okay? So that is important why you need to choose your migration option beforehand. Because if you download the appliances beforehand, then will be problematic. Okay? Another thing is on agent base. Again, it's the old ASR, so it's the Azure Migration Replication Appliance, okay, the ASR. Here the disk, the OS disk is exactly the same, although the data disk is a little bit bigger. 8 terabytes that you can have it. Because again, it's the ASR, it's based on ASR technology. Although you can do 63 disks maximum, okay? Although because it's the ASR, it's not compatible with the ASR, okay? In this case, if you already have the ASR replication enabled, and then this is UEFI enabled. Although the UEFI here is you have UEFI on your on-prem, but when the machine goes to Azure, becomes, in this case, a BIOS machine. It converts on the process, okay? So it doesn't allow you to just go having from UEFI to just from on-prem to the cloud. The pass-through disk is supported, okay? So, and this is what I found regarding Windows servers and Linux. So make sure that, in this case, your volumes are enabled. Because it happens that when you move to the cloud and then when you test it, you're starting to see that the volumes didn't show up, okay, on your VM. So if you enable, okay, with the same drive letter in this case, when you enable as on-prem, it's way more simple. There is a registry key that you need to do it beforehand. The VMware permissions is something that it's required depending on the version that you are using, if it's agentless or agent-based. In this case, enable the Azure Siri console. And one of the things that I found is remote desktop. So if you want really to just test it, before you test it, please just enable remote desktop so you can remote to that workload, okay? On a Linux server, exactly the same thing. You just enable the Sirius console. You need to update the device map file, okay? And the FS tab entries. So you need to update those. Remove the UDEV rule in this case. And of course, enable the SSH so you can access the servers, right? On the agent base specifically, this VMware permissions, the mobility service, because we are using the ASR technology, the mobility service is what is used. This is the agent that is being used. So regarding that, disable the remote user access on the local machine. Some of those, it will impact on the mobility service, okay, to just replicate. I found a lot of errors. It took me quite a few times to just discover this. So this is one of the important parts. And regarding the Windows and the Linux service, it's almost the same as the agentless, okay? So no difference over here as well. Another thing that you need to keep in mind is when you're moving this, especially when it comes to the migration part of it, if you requires the availability set, when you migrate and you don't have the availability set or you don't configure the availability set on your configuration of the VM, when you migrate, guess what will happen? The availability set is not there. It will deploy the server on Azure without the availability set. To do that, to just make it available again, you need to redeploy the VM on availability set. So make sure that you configure the availability set on the configuration after you're doing the initial replication, okay? So before you're doing that, usually what I like to do is on my test failover, I like to run the test failover to make sure that everything is okay. You're going to the right resource group, you're going to the right VNet, you're going to the right subnet, you're going to the availability sets, you're going to everything that you need to, okay? So this is usually what I've been using so far. Another thing is, one of the best practice that I found post-migration is increase resilience. It's not because in Azure that right now you don't need to add to Azure Backup. So use Azure Backup in this case. Enable ASR for that VM to another region. It's not because it's in Azure that will happen something on that region, okay? Plan always for failure. It's my model in this case when I'm architecting solutions in the cloud. So increase the security. On the security part of it, lock down and limit who have access. So after the migration is completed and you committed and you're doing all of that, make sure that you enable the just-in-time administration, okay? It's something that is good. Usually, just-in-time for that role, usually what I like to do is to create a jump server or a bastion host that I'm connecting to, and from there, I can manage. Directly remote desktop to the VM, it's just a just-in-time. Don't forget to implement network security groups. And one of the things is when you're moving to the cloud, the Azure Drive encryption is not enabled. So it's highly recommended that you enable that, okay, for your workloads. To monitoring, because it's on Azure, now it's a pay-as-you-go, deploying the Azure Cost Management. So that is the way that you can make sure that all of your VMs are and your costs are down, in this case, to just repending, okay? So again, it's a very quick talk. Thank you very much. If you have questions, let me know, okay? And please, here is my contacts once again. And don't forget to just evaluate this session, okay? Thank you.